Beavers lead Minnesota Morris at the first time out of the first quarter, 16-8 over by the over in Bemidji.
By the lake.
By the lake,
Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
I was going to try and identify the lake, and then remembered there's 1,178 of them in Minnesota. Good luck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The Minot State team, and we'll talk more about them tomorrow night, but they're 5-0 to start the season. As we'll tell you tomorrow night, too, it hasn't been the strongest of competition, but there you go. Moorhead's Dragons ranked 4th in the NABC poll. They're 4-0. So is Concordia St. Paul. Duluth's ranked 13th. They're 3-0. Southwest Minnesota's 3-0. Wayne State is at 3-0 as well. In other words, the top of the NSIC in men's basketball is awfully good again.
It is, and Minnesota State's 1-4 right now, but they have played a heck of a schedule. They actually played, now imagine what I'm about to say.
I know where you're going with this.
They played the Kentucky Wildcats at Rupp Arena, and consider this. There was only one national champion in the building, and it wasn't Kentucky.
That's right. That's right. Minnesota State, in case you don't know, swept the NCAA Division II National Championships last year. Yeah, they were number 1 in the NABC Division II men's preseason poll. So don't read too much into 1 and 4 for Mankato.
And that MSU Moorhead team is a serious Elite Eight contender. They were up double digits on North Dakota State in the first half in an exhibition game. The Dragons are really, really good this year.
So that's what's happening in the NSIC, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow night up in Minot. Tonight we talk women's basketball. Jamestown Jimmie set to host the Minot State Beavers. Jamestown goes in with a record of 3-1. Their head coach is Thad Sankey, and you'll hear from him next here on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at dakotacentral.com. Johnny B's Brickhouse, famous for their pizza, but wait, there's pasta, and their amazing wings, and fresh ground hamburgers, tasty salads and appetizers too. And for dessert, you can't beat their sweet sticks. Come on out for Tuesday night trivia and live entertainment every Thursday night. The place to be is Johnny B's, smack dab in the middle of Main Street, downtown Jamestown. And remember, for delivery and carryout, call 952-8777.
It's Zach here from Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness Center with exciting news that we are now open in our brand new location at 805 5th Avenue Northeast in Jamestown. That's right, we have a brand new space to help you out with your neck, back, hip, knee, shoulder pain, and so much more. It's the same great Apex you've loved, now with an incredible new space. If you haven't tried Apex, you really need to come see us. Give us a call today to come see us at 701-952-2739.
S&P Health Ave Maria pregame show continues at Harold Newman Arena. At last, the Jimmie women play at home. It's Minot State head coach Thad Sankey. Boy, it has been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It has. And we're excited to be here. I mean, a little bit of maybe the journey of finding the team that we are this year means that we're going on those road trips and getting challenged. And we knew we were going to get that in Montana. It was awesome. Fargo, same thing. And now we're back, and hopefully we can play ball.
It's been a remarkable start for Kate. Now, I know you want to see others step up and score too, but this is a pace. You know, it's hard to keep up what Kate's doing, but you never know. She might be able to do it. This is something what she's done in the first 4 games.
We're okay with her shooting the ball.
Yeah.
No, you know, one of the most satisfying things as a coach is when you see players work for it and go after, and just really, really go after it. I'm talking like in the middle of June. I'm talking in the middle of April, in the middle of August, who are just really all in to be great. And then when they can see the work that they're putting in is paying off. Like that is just such a cool thing. because as a coach, I'm just standing back and watching and seeing how they do it. And so that light bulb for Kate is going from, hey, I'm a good player as a freshman playing an important role for us, to last year, hey, she's leading our team in scoring and part of a kind of a trio, to this year being like, I can do this, and we're early in the season, but at the same time, just some of the things that we've seen from her is great indicators for this year.
All right, one player I'll bring up now, and there are others too, but Jessica Lofstrom's progress early on in her freshman year. How pleased are you with that?
Oh, so happy. So happy. She does so many things besides just score. Like, we look at scoring and we say, okay, she's the second leading scorer on our team, this, that. She does so much stuff besides score the basketball. And I think one of her most impressive skills is rebounding. The way she just kind of rakes and Jess rebounds out of her position. Yeah. She goes and attacks the ball and goes out of her position and takes rebounds away from other players. And that's a great skill to have for us, because it helps us play her in a couple different positions in our lineups.
Even in the Providence game, the one game you lost, you were rebounding pretty well. That's been one thing that really was consistent in those first 4 games, I thought, for you.
Yeah, and that's our light bulb went on with that in the middle of the season last year, where Kate Busick had a couple double-figure rebounding games, and Kate Cordes had a couple double-figure rebounding games, and our guards started realizing, oh, hey, like, this is what it takes to finish these games against, finish these possessions against great teams. And so it's great that we, even with some new faces, that we still have that commitment to finishing possessions is a great thing. And it's awesome to see, like, that's what we would call attention to detail, right? That's what we call intensity and commitment. And it's really cool to see that.
A team you'll see in the future tonight in the NSIC, it's Minot State. With a new coach looking to get things better in their program. What are your impressions of this Beaver team?
Well, they're a good team, and I feel like at this point in the season, they have a good identity of themselves on film. And I know the win-loss record, I get that, but on film, they're playing comfortable roles in their positions. They have their players in the right situations to be successful. They're competing. They're defending, right? And so when we see that on film, we know that it's going to be a battle tonight.
Good to see you again. Thank you, and good luck this evening.
Thank you.
Coming up, the starting lineups in the opening tip from Harold Newman Arena. It's Jamestown and Minot State on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Where do you
Looking for a vehicle? Wilhelm, your Heartland Chevy dealer, has you covered. With a huge selection of new and used vehicles, certified techs for your service, repairs, and parts, and a full body shop, we have everything you need to get back on the road. Join us for our annual Don Wilhelm's Huntington's Disease Car Show and 5K Color Run, where we raise money for a great cause with the support of donations and the selling of raffle tickets to win a vehicle and other items. Find new roads at Wilhelm, your Heartland Chevy dealer.
Pit Stop Express Loop starting lineups for the Minot State Beavers. In the backcourt, Emma Mogan, their most experienced player, 5'8" senior from Watford City. Their leading scorer at 11 points per game, 6.1 points per game in her career, 4.3 rebounds. Sydney Gustafson, 5'7" senior from Mandan, the Bismarck State College transfer, 5 points and 3 rebounds per game. Laura Dobbins, a 5'11" freshman, getting the start from New South Wales in Australia. 6.5 points, 2.3 rebounds early on. Lorelei McIver, a 6-foot junior from Glenburn, 7.3 points, 4.8 rebounds per game, just under 7 points a game last year, just under 6 in her career with the Beavers. And Maya Aguilar, a 5'9" sophomore from Minot High, 8.8 points and 2.5 rebounds per game. Ryan Clark, in his first season as MSU's head coach. Emma Sturkle and Kuzmita, the assistants. Richard Mullen is the graduate assistant. For the Jamestown Jimmies, Kate Busick, the 5'9" senior from Fargo Shanley, 5.3 points and 6 rebounds per game. Sam Paulson, the 5'11" sophomore from Zimmerman, Minnesota, 4.5 points and 2.3 rebounds in the first 4. Megan Oswald, the 5'9" senior from Brownsdale, Minnesota, 7.5 points, 2.8 rebounds, and shooting well again, as she did last year, 58% so far from the floor. Hannah Hongo, 5'11" senior from Carrington, 6 points and 5.5 rebounds, couple of blocks too for Hannah. And Kate Cordes, the 5'8" junior from Shakopee, Minnesota, third leading scorer in the country at 26.5 points per game, averaging 5 rebounds, 53% overall from the floor, and as BJ said earlier, 13 of 30 on threes. 3 assists, 1.3 steals. She is doing it all. Thad Sankey, the head coach of the Jimmies, in his 7th season here, 107-78, his 11th overall, 181-162. Faith Brinta was his assistant. Coleman Lind is the graduate assistant. Jamestown in white uniforms. Jimmie's in block print letters in black, trimmed in orange above the number, which is orange trimmed in black on the front. The number below the Riding Knight Jimmie logo on the back. And Minot State in red tops with white numerals and letters and gray shorts. It has been a while, 27th of October, since the Jimmie women played a game on this floor. That one didn't count. This one will. Jamestown and Minot State. That's the S&P Alta Ave Maria pregame show. Stay tuned for basketball. The Jimmies and Beavers coming up on Jamestown 107.1, and this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Power Company would like. We appreciate your cooperation in helping create and maintain a family fun environment for all to enjoy. The University of Jamestown encourages good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at the officials, student athletes, coaches, fans, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the arena. Fans, at this time, to honor our great nation, the United States of America, and those who support our freedom at home and abroad, we ask for all those that are able to please stand, remove your hats, and encourage all current and veteran military service members to render a military hand salute to the flag for the playing of our national anthem. It's time for our starting lineup. First of all, for Minot State University. Starting at a guard, a 5'8" senior from Watford City, North Dakota, number 5, Emma Logan. Starting at a forward, a 5'11" freshman from New South Wales, Australia, number 20, Laura Dobbins. At a guard, a 5'7" senior from Mandan, North Dakota, number 21, Sydney Gustafson. At a forward, a 6-foot junior from Glenburn, North Dakota, number 22, Lorialai MacGyver. At a guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Minot, North Dakota, number 24, Maya Aguilar. Head coach for the Lady Beavers is Ryan Clark. And now the starting lineup for the University of Jamestown Jimmies. Starting at the guard, a 5'8" junior from Shakopee, Minnesota, number 0, Kate Cordes. At the guard, a 5'9" senior from Fargo, North Dakota, number 12, Kate Busick. Starting at a forward, a 5'11" sophomore from Zimmerman, Minnesota, number 14, Samantha Olsen. Starting at a forward, a 5'9" senior from Brownsdale, Minnesota, number 33, Megan Oswald. And starting in the middle, a 5'11" senior from Carrington, North Dakota, number 35, Anna Hago. Head coach for the Jimmies, Nat Zanke. Assistant coaches, Faith Wintle and graduate assistant, Coleman Lind.
Olsen, Megan Oswald, Hannah Hoggle for Jamestown. And we hope you enjoy the action. Again, a little bit of time in between games. Jimmies don't play again until November 30th here against Midland. They make another trip to Montana after that, for Montana Western and Montana Tech the 5th and 7th of December, and then December 13th, Dickinson State here for the NSAA opener already.
And that's what all of this early season is building up to. December 13th, that Friday, with the league play beginning. And I mean, you went over the standings and the rankings in preseason. This is going to be a very fun league.
It is, and mainly because everybody sees everybody 3 times this year in this last year of the NSAA. Here we go. Ball in the air as McIver and Hago go for it. Hannah won the tap, back to Kate Busick, and we're underway on this Tuesday night. Busick hands it to Hago and back out in the left wing on the angle for Kate. Busick to Kate Cordes, now on the right baseline. Drive by Paulson from 12 off the rim. Megan Oswald's in there for the rebound. And a good start on the offensive boards already for the Jimmies. Hago with a banker in the lane. No good. Warrior shot struggled early in this year. Emma Mogan with a rebound for Minot State. Beavers with their first possession. Right of the lane, she's double teamed. Kicks it out to Laura Dobbins. Now a hand to Sydney Gustafson for a right wing angle 3 that's too long by Emma Mogan. And Hannah Hago rebounds for Jamestown. Down floor, left wing, Kate Busick for the Jimmies. The former Shanley Deacon to Sam Paulson, back to Busick. Kate Cordes touches the ball for the first time here. Hago with a screen, bounce pass into Hannah on the screen and roll. Fake one, fake twice, got blocked out of her hand by Mogan and brought in by Laura Dobbins. So good defense there by Emma Mogan for Minot State. On the point, it's Mogan. Bring it left wing on the angle to Laura Dobbins. Now out front for Gustafson. Using a screen, bounce, it's McIver who set the screen, down low, kick it out, left wing with 8 on the timer for a Dobbins 3 that's off the back rim. Good reach for that rebound by Hannah Hago for Jamestown.
And you're going to see a lot of threes, I feel, from Minot State tonight.
That's you're right, and Busick threw the ball a little too far for Megan Oswald, and the Jimmies turn it over for the first time. I would imagine we'll see a lot of threes from both sides.
I think so, especially the Australian game is still pick and roll, but it's pick and roll to get the ball to the perimeter, not get it to the paint.
As we say, Ryan Clark, the head coach, is Australian. Stolen away, Sam Paulson took it away from Emma Mogan. Down to the baseline, but cut off well by Aguilar. Back out front to Cordes. Threes coming, skimmed off the rim, and letting that go out of bounds to Gustafson. It'll belong to Minot State. 1:53 in, still 0-0 on the Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard.
When Minot State is on defense and the ball is out of Cordes' hands, it almost looks like a box and one. Once she gets it, it's just straight man-to-man.
You just don't see that all that much on a guard. Aguilar with a 3 angle on the right side. That's missing. Another Hannah Hago rebound, and Hagel's boarding it well early. Right wing into the corner. Busick with a 3, bottom. Kate Busick with her first, 4th of the year.
And off of a good transition pass to the right wing corner, she was wide open.
It is McIver on the right wing for Aguilar from Minot State. Back to Laura McIver, the young lady from Glenbird in the right corner to the baseline. Over Hoggle, banked it in. Good move.
Got up with it before Hannah Hoggle could help on the weak side. And, I mean, that's a really well-executed play.
3-2 Jamestown. Hoggle with a drive inside off the rim. Another miss. Rebounded by Laura Dobbins. Minot State looks for their first lead. 2 new Jimmies, 1 new Beaver at the next dead ball. Aguilar left lane line, hits from 10. And Minot State grabs their first lead at 4-3.
Just takes one dribble around her curl, rise and fire. Nice shot.
For the former Magell, staying at home to play college ball. Left wing Busick, another 3, good. She's 2 for 2.
And really confident looking shots, David.
6-4 Jamestown, 6:36 in the first. And Kate Busick, there's a part of her game that really got going last year, too. One part of them, anyway. Dobbins missed a 3. Another Hannah Hoggle rebound to Busick down floor right wing to Sam Paulson. Lob baseline, Cordes. Touch Oswald. Right corner. 3 is good. Megan Oswald has her first 3 this season. And it's 9-4. And just like that, it's Jamestown by 5 at 6:07 in the first quarter. But Oswald is a player who can strike from long range. Drive inside, Gustafson on the right baseline, counted with a foul. She's this team's NSIC player to watch, and she draws a foul right here, and it's 9-6.
She does a nice job because she goes around the screen and then hesitates just long enough to get a defender to come out. The moment you open your hip, she goes right by you and gets to the rim.
Jessica Lostrom, we've referred to her in the pregame, the 6-foot freshman from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, averaging 9 a game. Sarah Lenz, the 5'7 senior from Belle Plaine, Minnesota, is also in 2.3 points a game. Gustafson tries to complete the 3-point play. She's good and brings Minot State to within 9-7 on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Jamestown leads 4 minutes in. Sarah Lenz on the right wing, up top for Kate Cordes. Jalen Martinson's also into the game, too, the senior from Devil's Lake. Right wing to Lenz, right corner Cordes. Kate with a spin at the foul line. Drives, good.
And it's good defense. I mean, there's nothing more you could do on that play as a defender.
That was Jessica Mogan, the freshman, and Emma's younger sister from Watford City, trying to defend her. Now has the ball here and lost it on the way up. Picked up by Kate Busick. 11-7 Jamestown, 5:27 in the first. Jimmie's with the ball back. Cordes right wing to Lostrom. Both of the Mogan sisters on the floor now for Minot State. It is to Busick with a drive down the right lane line. She's hacked by Gustafson.
Really solid right-hand drive there by Busick. Just got right to the spot, and there's only 2 ways that's going to finish. A, with a made shot, or B, with a foul. I guess both is an option.
Well, yeah. That's true, but it did end with a foul. And there'll be a couple of free throws here for Kate. First good. Kate that's her first one this year. She was good last year, 28 of 32. 12-7 Jamestown, they're both good. And that is 8 points early on for Kate Busick. 13-7 Jamestown leads Minot State, 5-12 in the opening quarter. Jamie Skaggs is now into the game. Here's one of the Australians. And as she handles it, reaching in and fouling her, is Jalen Martinson, the 5'9 senior from Devil's Lake.
And David, one number that you really like as a coach, 3 assists on 4 made field goals so far for the Jimmies.
And that was another way where this team's offensive game improved last year, setting each other up so well. Skaggs out front. I'll tell you about her when we get a chance. To Katie Aberly, the young lady from Surrey. 4 in the shot clock. Aberly with a right wing of 3 for Jessica Mogan. No good, lost out of bounds by Skaggs. And Jamestown will have it. Skaggs is from Mandurah in Western Australia. She didn't play basketball, she played netball. And we'll talk about netball when we get a second. Sarah Lenz, ball overhead right wing in the angle into Martinson. Jalen dropped it. And there to take it away is Jessica Mogan for Minot State, who's down 13-7. All the way to the rim, but a little too strong. And another Kate Busick rebound, this time for Jamestown. Handed for Lenz, right wing angle 3, off the right rim. Lofstrom couldn't hang on to the rebound. It'll go to Minot State.
So on the previous possession with the turnover, that pass is forced. You don't need to go into the post that quickly.
No, it'll stay with the Jimmies. It went off a Beaver, pardon me. I thought that, I think we both thought
so
that
too.
Went off a Jimmie, but it didn't. Jaden Wiest is coming to the game from freshman from Mandan. The only other point guard on this team, really, besides Busick. She has started very well. Right wing court is 3. This one is short off the right rim from the right angle, and Emma Mogan rebounds for Minot State. Down floor for Skaggs. Yep, she played netball. Here's a fake by Mogan. Tapped, deflected, came to Katie Aberly in the corner. Now to Ashley Wacha, who's entered the game. Her layup rolled off the rim. Jessica Lofstrom, Jamestown, and they're having a big rebounding advantage so far. Out front to Cordes, left wing. Again to Wiest for Lofstrom on the right wing on the angle to Martinson. Hand off to Cordes. Now they're guarding her tightly. Hand to Lofstrom, trying to drive on Wacha. Out front, it is Wiest with 10 on the timer. Right wing Martinson. Take the shot, drove it in, picked it out to Lenz, who just ran over Emma Mogan for an offensive foul.
Nice job by Logan to get in position. And to your point, 9-5 the rebounding edge, and no offensive board so far for the Beavers.
Yep, it's one and done every time so far. 4 for 4 switch. McIver's back in, Gustafson's back in. And Aguilar's back in. Cassidy King makes her first appearance, 5'6" senior from Chico, California. Pleasant Valley High School, Butte Community College transfer, and a drive to the hoop is Gustafson scoring for her second field goal. She's up to 5. 13-9 Jamestown, 3 minutes in a fast-moving first quarter, and as Lofstrom dribbled, she stuck her arm out. Or there was.
They call it on the screen, actually, and it's because, and this has been a point of emphasis early in the season, if you try to roll too quick, it's a moving screen.
Yep. It was on Wiest, and that is Jaden's first. That is 14 fouls on Jamestown, so one more, and Minot State will be in the bonus still with 2:50 in the quarter. Ooh, and Lofstrom with a big bump that she got away with there on Gustafson. Handed down to Lorelei McIver. In the right corner for Gustafson again. Using a McIver screen, middle of the lane. Pivots once, pivots twice. Misses the shot. Cordes trying to reach for the rebound, and then tapped away by Martinson ahead to Jaden Wiest. Gustafson wanted a foul there, didn't get it. Lofstrom on the left baseline for the Jimmies. Out front to Jaden Wiest. Stops right elbow of the lane, hands to Cordes. 16-footer, and the circle's good.
She takes a handoff, comes half a step, that's all, off the screen, and pops because she's wide open.
And shooting on the run, too. A pass to Aguilar in the right corner, but here comes a whistle, and looks like that's going to be the 15th foul on Jamestown, and it is. It's the first on Kate Busick. And Hannah Hoggle will return, and so will Hallie Savala. No, it's on Wiest, pardon me, not Busick. That's 2 on Wiest.
And that's a problem with 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. You want to have your guards available late in the game.
Right, yeah, and as I said, the point is she's the only other point guard really on this team besides Busick. So a couple of free throws here for Jessica Mogan.
Well, and to that point,
first is good.
Unless I'm mistaken, yeah, she's not come out of the game.
No, she hasn't. Nope. One more is good. Mogan's 2 for 2 and 4 for 4 for the year. As Emma Mogan replaces her younger sister Jessica, and Minot State's within 4. Jamestown leads 15-11 at 2:09 in the first on the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard. Wiest, yes, playing with those 2 fouls. Bring into the right corner for Kate Busick. Right baseline, Hoggle. Good bounce passes. Driving is Lofstrom and is fouled. That is a really nifty pass.
It certainly is. The vision from Hannah Hoggle to see that open up because of the way that she screened before catching the basketball. Boy, you do not get bigs with that kind of vision very often.
The foul is on Cassidy King. That's her first second team foul. She comes out in favor of Laura Dobbins as Ryan Clark is substituting pretty liberally here early on. Lofstrom's first free throw, no good for the freshman. Now 1 for 3 this season. She'll have another. trying to make the Jamestown lead 5 with 1:59 left in the opening quarter. It's 15-11 now on the Gunner Reel Sports scoreboard. She's good. A whistle. And
got some blood.
yeah, Jess has got to come out.
It's on her left leg, it looks like. And so you get 30 seconds before you have to make the substitution. They're working pretty quick over there, David. I think.
And nope, it's not. She's not going to get it taped or bandaged up in time, and Megan Oswald will come in.
Looked like probably on the landing of that post-to-post pass, she kind of got nicked up.
Some three-quarter court pressure by Busick as Emma Mogan comes into the front court for Minot State, and trying to save it as it deflected off McIver. Gustafson just to our left tried to save it, couldn't. Jamestown will have it back.
And that's all because of that ball pressure coming up the court. Well done.
1:50 in the first. Jamestown with the ball, leading Minot State 16-11 on the Gunner Reel Sports scoreboard. Busick using a Hoggle screen. Kate up top. It is Megan Oswald. Bounce to Hoggle left of the lane. Drives on Mogan. Books right around her and fakes it in.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a post move by a post player. That was brilliant.
And they're working with her on that. And that was nice. 18-11 Jamestown leading. Minot State's ball with 1:22 in the first. Gustafson side, and a little bit of a nudge with an elbow means another foul and 2 more shots at the line, and that's 2 on Sam Paulson.
So you've got 2 pretty important players with 2 fouls each, and that's going to bring Kate back into the game.
Cordes, that is.
I mean, you don't mind bringing Kate Cordes back in. You just don't want the foul difficulty.
Nope. Gustafson with 2 free throws. She hit the first.
Gustafson is clearly, I think, Minot State's best player. The way she's able to get to her spot on the court with relative ease, pretty good stuff. 12
points a game last year. She hit them both. 4 rebounds, 72% foul shooter, and 2 assists a game. 18-13 Jamestown, 1:13 in the first. Hoggle on a high post, handed for Kate Cordes. Left wing Kate Busick. Aguilar with a hand in her face. Down low baseline. Hoggle drives. This bank left short. Good D2. Emma Mogan the rebound for Minot State. They've got Emma Mogan, it seems, on Hoggle a lot. You would think it's a mismatch, but she's defending her pretty well. Gustafson to the floor. Trying to tie it up is Hallie Sabala. Couldn't quite do it. 17 to shoot still for Minot State. Gustafson right wing on the angle. Some early action here for the freshman from Mountain Iron, Michigan. Minnesota Saville, and a travel here in Minot State.
Minot State shooting 33%. They have 4 turnovers. That's outstanding defense by the Jimmies early.
And Jamestown 6 of 14 early on. Up 5, 37 seconds in the first with Cordes in the lane. Dishes it right side to Kate Busick. Back to Kate Cordes with an Oswald screen. Hit another jumper.
Every time she comes off a screen, if you go under the screen, it's over.
She has 6, 20-13 Jamestown. 20 seconds left in the opening quarter. Shot clock's off. Mogan left right hand dribble now for Emma. Lostrom out to guard her. 12 seconds and 11 with a hand to Laura Dobbins, left wing on the angle. Gustafson down the right lane line with 7, banks it in. Gustafson's having a great first quarter with 9. 2 seconds, 1. Firing as Sabala couldn't fire in time at the end of 1 quarter. Jamestown rebounding well, not shooting too badly either, and they're up by 5 at the end of 1 on the Gunner Reel Sports scoreboard. It's Jamestown 20, Minot State 15. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
The Jamestown Country Club wants to thank you for a great season that lasted so far into the fall. It's never too early to think about next year's season, though. Hey, make it a Christmas present for that golfer in your life. Buy one today and have the best gift taken care of for the season. Contact the Jamestown Country Club at jcc58401@gmail.com and request your gift registration today. Have a happy holiday season from the Jamestown Country Club.
Pretty good first quarter for the Jimmies. They shoot 47% overall. Maybe more importantly, they are 5 out of 7 assists on field goals. 4 turnovers, sure, that's not great, but they're winning the rebounding 10-6. They've hit 3 out of 6 from deep. and they're getting some good contributions from everyone. Kate Busick has 8. Hannah Hagel has 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists already through the first quarter, David.
And they are glad to see Hagel contributing. And again, that one post move, the one shot she made, that's what they've really worked with her on. It was the same kind of work they had to do with Audrey Rodakowski as she developed through her career, and they're hoping that Hagel can do the same sort of thing that Audrey did.
And among players for Minot State not named Gustafson, 2 of 9, 22% from the field.
Well, she is why they're within 5 of Jamestown, 20-15. Minot State throws in to start the second quarter. And that's brought to you by R.M. Stout, your Ford, Dodge, and Jeep dealer in Jamestown. McIver up top to Gustafson. Here she is again with her big first quarter with Cordes guarding her. Hand it back to Emma Mogan. Stops in the lane, turns around on Cordes, rolled off the rim. Rebound Hallie Savala for Jamestown. Savala barely has seen any playing time, but getting some first quarter playing time here. And here, off the ball, another offensive foul on Jamestown, and the first on Kate Busick.
So everyone runs a motion offense. The problem is you can't be in motion when you do a dribble handoff and a screen. You have to stay still.
For Minot State, it is Maya Aguilar on the left corner. Beavers are down 5. Up top to Gustafson. Now handed it to Laura Dobbins. Drives to the baseline, banks it in.
Got just free enough from Hannah Hagel and able to get the deuce to go.
Her first 2, 20-17 for Jamestown. Jimmies have led by as many as 6. 9:05 in the first half. Savala for the Jimmies. Right corner, it's Megan Oswald. Counts on her. She threw the ball away. I think may have seen the count off the corner of her eye and that panicked a little.
Yeah, that was a little high, a little wide.
And not very handsome.
No, not at all.
Jalen Martinson's back in for the Jimmies. You give me the hanging slider, I'll hit him right out of the park.
That's exactly right.
Aguilar for Gustafson up top. I don't think we're going on tour anytime soon. Emma Mogan with a hand to Lorelei McIver. Back to Maya Aguilar. Oswald's hounding her. Brings it to the right side again for McIver. 9 on the shot clock for Minot State. To Laura Dobbins. Stops in the circle. Right wing again. It is McIver. 1 in the shot clock. They didn't get it away in time. Well, they still let it go anyway, and she missed anyway. Mogan did. Rebounded by Martinson. Didn't look like she released that shot till after the buzzer went. On the other end, Cordes scores again from 17 feet.
And again, because a defender goes under a screen. I just don't understand how that's in the scouting report.
22-17 Jamestown, 8:05 in the half. Drive to the left baseline. Dobbins, another good move right past Oswald and scoring.
Really nice left-handed shot over a good defender.
On the other end, 3 by Savala is off the mark and rebounded by Aguilar. Minot State's within 3 here, 22-19. 7:47 in the first half. Jamestown leads on the Gun Real Sports scoreboard. Aguilar with a hand to McIver for a left wing 3 for the tie. That's off the mark by Dobbins. Right, rebounded, Kate Cordes and Jamestown. Kate stops in the circle. Hand to Oswald. Oh, couldn't get a handle on the ball and lost it. Picked up by Dobbins. Megan not ready for that pass. She was halfway turned around, too. Left wing McIver. Plays on the high post a lot. Has so far. Oh, just stripped away. Megan Oswald with an excellent defensive play. Cordes down floor. Aguilar got a hand on it. Martinson still under the bucket. Drives. Counted with a foul. Jalen Martinson was determined to go to the goal and drew that foul on Aguilar.
I like the pace that they made that play with. Get the ball at one end and just go. Have your post player just streak down the court, get in a good post position, and then the finish, very strong.
Jalen Martinson in a new role after starting a year ago. This year coming off the bench, her first 2 tonight. Averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds in the first 4 and completes the 3-point play. And Jamestown matching their longest lead at 6, 25-19. 7:09 left in the first half. BJ and David with you from Harold Newman Arena, and glad you're with us. Katie Aberley's back in. She had the ball for a moment. Straightaway 3, Gustafson missing, and it is Jessica Mogan with a rebound and then threw the ball away.
So what Jamestown is doing is on anything above the free throw line, they're just switching on the screen. to Minot State's credit, they thought they had the mismatch with Gustafson, but she was about 26 feet away on that three.
Another freshman has come in for the Jimmies, Julia Toms, the 6-footer from Prior Lake, Minnesota. And Jaden Wiest, even with 2 fouls, is back in here and hands it to Toms on the right side. Got bumped, but lost the ball out of bounds. They don't call a foul. Instead, it's Minot State ball.
Yeah, it was pretty good defense on that possession by Skaggs and just basically cut off the route to the basket.
See, there's that netball player. You really got to play. If you've never watched netball, watch it online. It's pretty fun to watch.
It is.
You got to play defense to be successful in that game. It's kind of like basketball if you don't know about it. Jessica Mogan with a drive inside her, Emma Mogan, I should say, and she scores her first 2.
And the whole reason why that's so easy is because you've got Wiest on her and she cannot commit the third foul.
25-21. Here is Wiest with a 3, and that's off the rim. Falling to the floor, she gained the rebound, is Katie Aberly, and seeing that, an alert timeout by Minot State head coach Ryan Clark of Hillerud Construction. Timeout, we'll take it too. 25-21 Jamestown over Minot State with 6:02 left in the first half. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Sign-on bonuses, $10,000 for full-time RNs or LPNs working PM or NOC shifts, and $10,000 for full-time NOC weekend package positions, and $5,000 for part-time PM shifts. Also offering $5,000 for full-time CNAs working PM shifts or weekend package, day, PM, or NOC shifts. Dietary positions available also. Apply at smphealth.org/Ave Maria.
Set Minot State's 5 as they'll inbound here. Down 4 to Jamestown, 6:02 left in the half, 25-21 the Jimmies lead. It's Emma Mogan with Jamie Skaggs and also Ashley Wacha. Along with Jessica Mogan, so the Mogan sisters both on the floor. Katie Aberly out there too, and it's Jessica Mogan. Handing it here to Ashley Wacha, and bad pass taken in by Jalen Martinson for Jamestown. For Kate Busick, left wing for Kate Cordes. Drives on Jessica Mogan. Kick it out to Busick. And a little elbow on her. On Ashley Wacha of Minot State. That is her first.
That was a nice job by Kate Busick at the other end. The pass was a little high, and she just kind of knocks it away.
Second team foul as Hannah Hoggle's back in the Jamestown lineup. She gives it to Sarah Lenz, who's back in there too. And it is a drive inside by Hoggle. Back to the left corner for a Toms. 3, good for Julia. Her second collegiate bucket, her first 3.
And Jamestown has hit 4 threes. All 4 have been assisted.
And they now have their longest lead, 28-21. Skaggs with a drive on the right baseline, too soft off the right rim. Kate Cordes the rebound, and the Jimmies are in the run to our right as you watch it to the Jimmy Athletics U2 page to the left. Great pass. Hoggle inside and banks it in.
And when she's not scoring because you send a double at her, she finds the wide open teammate.
Yep, 30-21 Jamestown. Emma Mogan double team. Right wing to her sister Jessica. 3, the former Watson City Wolf can't make it. Rebound tipped. Came out to Skaggs. Minot State keeps it. She misses a 3. Hannah Hoggle rebounds for Jamestown. That's the first time in a long time they've had more than one shot in a possession. Kate Cordes for the Jimmies. Left of the lane. Left wing. Here's a 3 by Wiest that missed everything. And Jamie Skaggs with a rebound for Minot State. Now for a left corner 3. That's by Katie Aberly. That missed everything and off a teammate of hers and out of bounds to Jamestown. Gustafson, Cassidy King, Maya Aguilar, Laura Dobbins back in. Another line change from Minot State.
Minot State 0 for 9 from beyond the perimeter.
And that one, frankly, wasn't too close. And Jamestown's built this lead up to 9, 30-21, 4:07 in the first half. Jaden Wiest. Hannah Hoggle at the high post. Handed back to Wiest up top. Now Hannah sets a screen for her. Lenz is open on the right side. Now she's found. Now she's guarded. Right wing Lofstrom out front. Left wing, that pass nearly thrown away. Good catch by Wiest. 8 on the shot clock. With a screen, drives baseline, scores.
That's because Hannah Hoggle gets her girl higher than the free throw line to set that screen.
And all of a sudden it's 32-21 Jamestown. Left wing 3 is missing here by McIver. Hoggle another board. Down floor of the Wiest. Jimmie's on a run here. Right wing Lenz. Middle of the right wing Cordes. 6 in the first for Kate. Baseline block. Right over her hand, McIver. Backed out front to Lenz for a 3, and that missed. And it's picked up by Lostrom on the left baseline. A third chance for the Jimmies. Hoggle up and under, but missed everything, and rebounded by McIver. Not a bad try, but the angle was kind of tough. Right wing Gustafson, down floor to Laura Dobbins, way too far into the bucket. Gained her on board and then got fouled. A scrambly possession there on both sides, but it'll end in free throws for Minot State, and ending in Kate Cordes' first foul, the second in the Jimmies in the quarter.
So there are certain statistics that if you look at and one team is dominating, they're probably ahead.
Yeah.
Rebounding, 19 to 13. 3-point shooting, 4 of 10 against 0 of 11. The team that is winning is probably the team you think is winning based on those numbers.
Kate Busick, Megan Oswald back in. Sam Paulson with her 2 fouls. Looks like Thad Sankey's going to bring her back in a moment. But first, a couple of free throws here by Laura Dobbins, and the first is good. That's her 5th point, all in this quarter. Now 4 out of 5. The freshman from Australia, from New South Wales. I want to visit Australia one day. I've had friends who tell me it's just a wonderful place to visit. Busick missed after, rebounded after the second one missed. It's a wide open 3. Busick on the other end, rimmed out, and the rebound cradled in by Laura Dobbins. 32-22, Jamestown leads Minot State, 2:48 and a half, and they're going to reel split scoreboard. Aguilar trying to clear out some space for herself, drives down the right lane line, turns around from 7, air ball. Not what she intended. Rebound Oswald. A fadeaway that faded a little too far away. Out front for Sarah Lenz with the basket to our right. To Jaden Wiest. Again to Lenz. Stops on the second arc. Hands it to Oswald. A lot of contact again, not called. Right wing Wiest, 11 on the shot clock. Right corner Lostrom. Tripped up. You can't let that go. Dobbins, 2 minutes for tripping. Good.
That's exactly right.
Her first foul, she got all of it.
She did not leave much down.
Goodness, 13 fouls. Again, you're another sport, you're in the penalty box for that one, man. 2:19 and a half. Jamestown with the ball in the 32-22 lead over Minot State. Kate Busick says, get over here, and it's Oswald. She has it out front. Left wing Paulson's back in. 3, bottom! Sam Paulson has her second of the year.
And this is a 10-1 run by Jamestown since the timeout.
That has them up 13 at 35-22, 2 minutes in the half. Good pass inside for Aguilar, kicking out left wing Gustafson. And pounding her was Oswald. She couldn't stop herself, and again, she got all of that foul on Sydney Gustafson for her first. Team foul number 3.
My goodness.
Who says basketball is not a contact sport?
You got that right. Gustafson was going to catch the ball and then go up for a shot, but as she caught it, she got run over.
And Oswald's a strong young lady. I don't want her running meal. You'll feel it. Left wing Gustafson open for a moment. Paulson got a hand in her face. Cross court way over on the right side for Aguilar. Stopped with a bounce for Emma Mogan with 7 on the timer, missing the 12-footer. Busick the rebound, and a frustration foul there by Cassidy King. Her second for Minot State, and the 14 foul on the Beavers.
They had 1 to give, but Minot State down to 30% from the field. They have really had a rough second quarter.
Meanwhile, Jamestown still shooting well at 46% overall and 5 of 12 on threes. Sam Paulson on the weave, right wing on the angle, 134 and a half. Left wing Busick open 3, off the rim. Rebound down low, Oswald, but it's skimming off the rim. Busick gained it and banked it in, and now she's up to 10.
Look what I found on that one, huh?
Boy. 117 and a half, 37-22 Jamestown. Gustafson left wing 3, all around the rim and dancing off. Emma Logan, however, grabbed a good rebound and kept it with the Beavers. Minot State in the right corner. Lorelei McIver finds a double team left wing. A three is on the way. Emma Mogan missed. But then MacGyver using that 6-foot reach with a good rebound. Then she's fouled. But Sam Paulson, it's her third. She was triple teamed as she grabbed the offensive board.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah. But now, David, 0 for 14 from deep for Minot State. And in this era of shooting threes, if you are 0 for 14, this is probably fortunate that you're only down 15 points.
Yeah, Sam Paulson has to come out with that third foul, and Kate Cordes back in with 57.2 in the half. Cassidy King into MacGyver, and she is grabbed by Oswald for the 15 foul, and that's Megan's second.
Yeah, she got beat because she stood straight up. She wasn't in a good defensive stance. She stood straight up and got beat off the dribble, so she commits her second.
Dobbins comes back in, Laura Dobbins for Cassidy King. Lorelei MacGyver is 8 out of 10 early on this year at the foul line after shooting 69% last year, and she had the first. Her third point.
Jimmie football guys doing all they can to try and throw it off.
Oh, man, they're all over it over there. Second one missed, and rebound by Oswald. Oh, my goodness. Wasn't that something last Saturday? We'll talk more about that at halftime. 45 seconds in the half. It's the Cordes for Jamestown. Left wing Jaden Weiss, who's played with 2 fouls for a while. Right side, Jessica Lostrom. Right corner, Kate Busick. 13 on the timer. Busick with a skim pass to Oswald. Drives in the lane, got fouled. Shot rolled off, but Aguilar hacked her. And that is not Aguilar. Yeah, it is Aguilar. It's her second. And it's 2 shots for 15 foul anyway.
That is such a good play by Kate Busick because if she takes one more step, it's an offensive foul. She jump stops and dumps it off. Basically, she's on the baseline. She dumps it off back into the painted area. That's a perfect pass.
First free throw is good for Megan Oswald for her 4th point. 38-23 Jamestown. They're both good, and it's a 16-point Jimmie lead. Boy, that happened in a hurry. That escalated quickly, as they said in Anchorman. 39-23 Jamestown. 25 seconds in the half. One more in the game clock than shot clock. Weiss nearly at her third foul, trying to reach in on Mogan. The Gustis in the corner. 18 in the game clock. A one-hand runner in the lane. Nice shot. Rolled in for MacGyver. 12 seconds. 39-25 Jamestown. Jimmie's in the front court. Weiss out front for Cordes. 5 seconds for. Cordes has 1 bucket in the quarter. She has it now. Jumper at the end. Baked it in. You gotta be kidding me. And you couldn't have been defended a whole lot better. And Kate now has a 10-point first half and a 16-point Jamestown lead again. That's the start she's off to.
That's the perfect defensive possession. They didn't even get the screen up high until there were 4 seconds on the clock. So she decides to just go bank shot instead.
Yep, no problem. That's what the glass is there for. Cordes and Busick each with 10 first half points for Jamestown and 9 points for Gustafson, and all of those in the first quarter for Minot State. And the Jimmies, with a big run near the end of that first half, have built a 16-point halftime lead. On the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard, it is Jamestown 41, Minot State 25. The Armstown halftime report with stats, and we'll talk about other Jimmie sports coming up too. Here on Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Buffalo City Diesel Jamestown is your one-stop shop for experienced truck services. Their top-notch techs are trained in the latest technology and can identify and fix problems in your medium or heavy-duty diesel trucks and buses. Buffalo City Diesel also offers roadside assistance, trailer services, and truck parts. Call Buffalo City Diesel today at 701-253-2844. That's Buffalo City Diesel at 701-253-2844.
Well, all the summer vacation driving is over, and now it's time for school activities driving. Have you looked at your tires? How many miles are on them? How's that tread? The wear? Are they cupping? Bring your vehicle to Mike and the crew at Pit Stop Express Lube. Have them take a look. As a locally owned shop, they care more about you and your family's safety than that sale, so they'll recommend the best fit for your needs. Stop into Pit Stop Express Lube at 117 4th Street Northwest, Jamestown, or call 952-7867. That's 952-7867.
At Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions for customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage and auto loans, to business banking services, at Unison Bank, we offer financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Located in Jamestown, Linton, and Wishick, as well as Gilbert, Arizona. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is the RM Stout halftime report. RM Stout, the right value since 1941. With BJ Walters, I'm David Pearl. Thanks for joining us. And a lot of people did decide to stay inside and stay warm tonight and out of this yucky weather, and I don't blame them. So if you do have to travel, please do be careful. Let's look at the first half stats. 10 for Kate Cordes. Didn't score in the second quarter until those last two shots late. 5 of 8 shooting again for Kate. Kate Busick with a great half. 10 points on 3 of 5 shooting and 2 of 4 on 3. She also had 3 rebounds. Megan Oswald, 5 points. She also had 5 rebounds. Hannah Hoggle, 4 points as her shooting continues to struggle, although there was one night post-up move. But Hoggle also had 7 first-half rebounds. Sam Paulson with 3, got in some foul trouble. She has 3 fouls. Julia Toms with a 3. The freshman contributing. Jalen Martinson with 3. Jaden Wiest a couple, and as we say, played for a while with 2 fouls. And Jessica Lostrom with 1. Sydney Gustafson led Minot State with 9, and all of those in the first quarter. 3 of 6 shooting. Laura Dobbins with 5. Lorelei McIver also had 5. Emma Mogan had a couple. Maya Aguilar with 2. And also Jessica Mogan with 2. Shooting 47%. Good half shooting for the Jimmies on 15 of 32, 5 of 13 on 3, 6 of 7 at the line. Minot State 9 of 31, 29%. And as BJ has pointed out a couple of times, they haven't made a 3 yet in 13 tries, 7 of 9 at the line. Big rebounding advantage for Jamestown, 25-16. Here's another number that really stands out, Beej. Jamestown 9 assists on 15 field goals. Minot State none on their 9.
And that tells me that you're playing great defense and Minot State isn't hitting anything. And both things are true, but 9 assists on 15 field goals, that's 60%. That's really good, right where you want to be. And then just the balance. I mean, Hannah Hoggle, 4 points and 7 rebounds. 5 points and 5 rebounds for Megan Oswald. And then you've got Kate and Kate. Kind of sounds like a really good insurance firm or something.
Or an old TV show.
Or an old TV show with 10 points each. And really, they're doing a great job at both ends of the floor. Now, the one thing you don't want coming out of this second half is to complicate the foul trouble. That's the one thing I do believe Minot State can get back in the game if they start hitting threes and if you start getting in some deep foul trouble.
Interestingly, the 9 assists for Jamestown come from 3 players. Oswald, Hoggle, Cordes, 3 each. Jamestown leading in points off turnovers 12-6. It's Minot State leading in points in the paint 18-4. 2 points for each team on the second chances. Jamestown's bench outscoring Minot State 9-2. Minot State did lead once early. There have been 2 lead ties, and that 16-4 run near the end of the half has Jamestown with their largest lead at 16 here at the half.
And I think if you're, Minot State, you're saying, first off, if we shoot 26 threes, a couple of them are probably going to go in.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Conversely, if you're Jamestown, you just played a very good defensive first half. how do you respond when Minot State does make a couple shots? Because they're going to eventually go in all likelihood. And you know what? Continue rebounding, because 25-16, just continue to pound the glass, because I'm not sure if you got this impression when they walked out here, but when both teams walked out for their individual warm-ups, that was the first thought that went into my mind is Jamestown is a little bit bigger. They should be able to out-rebound this team, and they have so far.
Yeah, I did get. You're right. I did get that impression. Yeah, it was a fairly obvious one, I think, to both of us. Well, it's 41-25. Jamestown leading Minot State at the half in the Gun Reel Sports scoreboard. And on the Armstown halftime report next, we'll look at NSAA action and talk about other Jimmie sports too, including honors for a couple of Jimmie football players, and looking back at that incredible game to end their season, and more on our halftime report brought to you by Armstown. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Need some custom screen printed t-shirts? Lots of t-shirts? You need originals.
Originals!
Or do you just need one shirt with your corporate logo for the new guy?
Originals!
Caps, jackets, U sizes, adult sizes, Blue Jay apparel, Jimmie apparel. You need originals. There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's originals. They can also do online stores for your sports team or business. 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays. Visit originals.com.
Quick Lane Jamestown is looking to add to their dynamic team of auto maintenance technicians. Business continues to grow and grow, and they need to expand their staff. Are you a mechanical soul who'd like to work in a modern, clean, and busy shop? Light-duty work includes oil changes, tire rotates, vehicle inspections, maintenance and upkeep, and more. While working alongside an experienced team, and did we mention you get to work in an air-conditioned and heated shop? Competitive wages and benefits offered. Apply online through Facebook or stoutcars.com. Call 701-252-2270 or simply stop by. Claim your career today at RM Stout.
Before you can start building a business, you have to have great builders. Hillerud Construction is a builder of high-quality commercial buildings, and they're hiring talented labor and carpenters to help them do just that. Vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and health insurance benefits for full-time employees, plus great pay depending on experience. Apply at 1008 2nd Avenue Southeast, Jamestown, or visit HillerudConstruction.com. Again, visit HillerudConstruction.com, and let's get building.
Armstown halftime reported, Harold Newman Arena, 41-25. Jamestown leading Minot State in women's basketball. And let's talk about other scores tonight. First, in the NSAA, Mayville State is having a rather nice time. Those Comet women are very good again and very good tonight.
63-20 over Trinity Bible College. I do have to say, I kind of hope they make the trip tomorrow. I would like to see them play this Minot State team. I think that would be very interesting.
They play before the Jimmie men play Minot State tomorrow night out there.
So 63-20 there, and then there's one NSIC game going on tonight. Bemidji State over Minnesota Morris after 3, 58-35.
Let's talk about other Jimmie sports, and I want to start with football because the very last NSAA Players of the Week were named this week, and the offensive and defensive players, as they should have been, came from the Jimmies. John Graham with his 2 touchdowns passing and 1 running in the 28-17 win over BCSU, and Ezra Bellingary in his final game, an unbelievable game, the defensive player of the week. Interception, of course, he had 3 tackles, but one of the greatest special teams plays you'll ever see to score the go-ahead touchdown. You texted me about it while I was coming home on Saturday, and then I saw it, and I still can't believe it. And I've watched that play around 4 times.
I've watched it several times as well. He literally, first off, Valley City State. Come on, guys. 17 is on the edge of the line. Block that. Who cares what everyone else does? Block that dude. They don't block that dude. He gets in on the punter, and the punt never reached higher than his chest. He just grabs it. The athleticism to be able to catch that, by the way. He just grabs it off his body while in the end zone for a touchdown.
Head coach Brian Mistro was telling us before the game they got a real close look at it from another camera, but said he bobbled it just a tiny bit, but he only had to run 1 yard.
Yeah.
It was just
it was
an
incredible.
Astounding play. And the Jimmies, as we've mentioned, going to keep the paint bucket trophy for a while. Obviously, there are no games in the foreseeable future with VCSU. Now, let me say this right now. Yeah, we're going to poke a little fun at him, but I hope there is a day, and I hope I'm around, you and I are both around here for it, when they play VCSU again, because it's a great rivalry and has been for 63 years, and it's too bad it's ending, at least for the moment, but maybe there will be the day when VCSU moves up and these schools can play again in football.
I am of the belief, just because of where, the Frontier Conference is right now, I am of the belief the next time the two teams play, the third number of the year will still be 2.
Yeah, I hope that's right. I really do. And believe me, I'm sincere when I say that. I really do want to see that happen again.
I just confused a whole lot of people. Let me simplify it. I think we'll still be in the 2020s
this decade.
Next time we play them.
Well, I very much hope you're right. Don't forget, we will be in Minot tomorrow night to see the Jimmie men take on the Minot State Beavers, who, by the way, as we mentioned earlier, are 5-0 to start, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Jimmie women's swimming and diving has a duel over in Moorhead tomorrow against Concordia Moorhead. The women's wrestling team has a duel at the University of Sioux Falls tomorrow. On Friday, that outstanding Jimmie ACHA Division I men's hockey team has the first of 3 straight games outside of Chicago in what's called the Chicago Showcase against UNLV. The Division II team will host Bethel at 7 o'clock at Wilson Arena. Meanwhile, the women's Jimmie hockey team will play at the Lumber Dome in Bottineau against Dakota College at Bottineau, and the women's cross-country team is in the NAIA National Championship, and that's in Georgia on Friday. And on Saturday, well, Jamestown and Michigan Dearborn in Division I men's hockey. Division II team at home again to Bethel. Men's wrestling at the Spire Duels, Leavenworth, Kansas. Women's wrestling in Minot at the Beaver Bash Duels. Women's swimming and diving at the Moorhead Duel. But here at Harold Newman Arena, what a day it's going to be on Saturday, as the Jimmies in volleyball in the NEIA opening round of the Women's Volleyball Championship host William Carey. We'll have that for you at 1:45, and then BJ and I will be here for Jimmie men's basketball against Northern State. That's a 5:30 airtime.
I got a sneaky suspicion that once we move to the NSIC, that will turn into the heated rivalry. Northern State.
I think you're right. Yes. Yeah. But again, what we've learned about William Carey, they have a Brazilian who is their top hitter. They are from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. They're going to have to fly up here. Now, one of their players played at Casper College, so one of their European players, so she knows about the cold weather. But sure, you got these Brazilian kids and these kids from Louisiana. They're going to say, "What in the world's this?"
Yeah, what's all this white stuff?
What's this white stuff on the ground?
And hey, when you say they have a Brazilian hitter, that probably means whoever it is can really hit.
So, again, we don't know a whole lot about William Carey, but John Hegerly and his team learning about it. Look, they're good or they wouldn't be in this tournament. And if the Jimmies win that, they return to Sioux City again for one more final side appearance. It would be their 9th in a row. So hope you'll join us for what will be a big day on Saturday. Don't forget, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 2 Jamestown Blue Jays in the Class A Volleyball State Tournament. Congratulations to Sarah Hegerly and her team. All they've got's the 2-time defending champion, Cheyenne Mustangs, on Thursday. We'll have it for you at 12:45.
Hey, if you like a good Cinderella story, there's not a better one in Fargo this weekend than Jamestown.
Yeah, and wouldn't it, the glass slipper would really fit if they can knock off Cheyenne. Second half underway here with Jamestown basketball at the bucket to our left. If you're watching on the Jimmie Athletic YouTube page, at the bucket to your right. Starting 5 are starting again. Starting the second half brought to you by RM Stout, your Ford Dodge and Jeep dealer in Jamestown. It is Hoggle in the lane with a 13-footer. How do you do? And Hannah's good.
That was a very good possession for Hannah Hoggle because she wanted to go to a post move and got her feet wrong, so she reset, made the shot.
Boy, if Thad and Faith see her continue to do that, they're going to keep smiling. That was a nice shot. Left corner Aguilar, 3 for Minot State's rimming out. Megan Oswald the rebound. Kate Cordes, Kate Busick, and Sam Paulson with 3 fouls starting in the second half, the same 5 that started the game for Jamestown. It is Paulson trying to drive on Maya Aguilar. Now inside, pass didn't make it to Hoggle, and Lorelei McIver intercepted it for Minot State. With Maya Aguilar, Laura Dobbins, and Sidney Gustafson and Emma Mogan. They're the starting 5 of the second half, as they were for the game for the Beavers of Minot State. Baseline, Dobbins cut off, fell down, no foul call. Gustafson into the right corner for a 3 by Dobbins. That's good. There it finally is, the first made 3 for Minot State.
And that was a good defensive possession. They just made a good shot late in the clock.
Like BJ said, they were going to make one. They did. Took them 14 tries, but they did. Left wing, a Busick 3 for Jamestown. Miss Hoggle, alone for the rebound, but threw it over the rim. But Oswald grabbed it and then threw it away to Mogan. Megan Oswald has been all over this one. Oh, nice pass to a cunning Maya Aguilar for a baseline drive. That's good.
And that's all because of the turnover. Just got too deep under the basket with no vision.
43-30. Jamestown by 13 and with the ball. 2 minutes into the third quarter, that is. Left wing at Sam Paulson. Aguilar to guard her. Hoggle with a screen and takes the pass. Drives, rolls it in.
That is beautiful pick and roll basketball right there, David. That is about as good as it gets. And look at Hannah Hoggle closing in on a double-double.
Yes. 8 points for Hannah now. Left wing, a Gustafson 3 from Minot State off the back of the rim. Jamestown with Cordes with a rebound and a 45-30 lead over Minot State. Here's a left wing 3. Spot up. It rimmed out and rebounded by Gustafson. Kate hasn't made a 3 yet tonight in one of the upsets of the night. Right wing and Aguilar 3 for Minot State. Barely grazed the rim. Rebound deflected to Kate Busick. Some of these threes, they're rushing.
Exactly what I was going to say. A little quick in the clock. Stay in your offense. Run some things. Try and chip away at it. There's no such thing as a 15-point shot.
Paulson for Jamestown out front to Cordes. Left wing, middle of the wing. Busick, a 3. Good for Kate. Her third. And a timeout, 32nd timeout by Jamestown head coach Thad Sankey. It's a Hillerud Construction timeout. And what the heck, we'll take it 2. 3 minutes gone in the third. Jamestown 48, Minot State 30. Now that's their longest lead at 18. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Jimmies.
Looking for a roofing company that truly knows your town? Choose Vetter Construction. Unlike those big name competitors using our city's name, we're your community experts right here working for you. From repairs to full replacement, our trusted team delivers quality and care that you can trust. For a roof that stands strong, call Vetter Construction today. 320-1990. 320-1990.
Well, a good start to the second half shooting-wise for Jamestown, and now they're up by 18.
Their longest lead of the game is 48-30 over Minot State, who has the basketball now. Laura Dobbins up top. Sydney Gustafson, a 3, way short. She hasn't scored since the first quarter, but Mogan takes the offensive board and puts it in on a putback.
These are settled for three-pointers, David. You mentioned it a moment ago. These are not threes within the offense.
48-32, Jamestown leading by 16. Cordes with a lob for Jalen Martinson, who's back in. Left baseline pass to Aguilar. Reverso, couldn't quite fall. Gained her a rebound, scored.
Well done to stay with it.
She thought she'd had that reverse layup and left Maya Aguilar in the dust. 50-32, Jamestown, 6:17 to go in the third. Gustafson, right wing. Trying to drive on Kate Cordes to the free throw line, to the left corner for a pass for Mogan. Another 3, no good. That one wasn't rushed, but still didn't fall. Sarah Lenz back in for Jamestown, and she had the rebound. To Cordes, back to Sarah. Left wing spot up 3, halfway down and out. Rebounded by Sydney Gustafson for Minot State.
Now that's a quick one, but that is off a handoff. That's what you like to see.
And it was a spot up shot, yeah. Left wing, it is Jamie Skaggs. Into the left corner for Gustafson. Another 3, this one's good. And Gustafson does have her first point since the first quarter. And Ryan Clark of Minot State wants a 30-second Hillerud Construction timeout. We'll keep it here for this one. 5:44 in the third, pardon me, Beach, 50-35 Jamestown.
I cannot think of the last time, David, that a first shot on a Minot possession was not a three-pointer. They are rushed. They are impatient, and they are still not really going in.
It is mid-2020s basketball, isn't it?
It really is.
Threes or layups?
It really is. I mean, Baylor made it super successful when they won the national championship.
I knew that was coming.
3-and-D, and now everyone wants to be a 3-and-D team.
He grew up in Central Texas, folks. That's why he refers to Baylor. But, yeah, that was a superbly talented team. But, yeah, that's what they did, too.
I was a fan when it was very not cool to be a fan, trust me.
I remember those days, too. It certainly was not cool. Jessica Lofstrom in for Jamestown. Has it on the right wing to Kate Cordes. And the offense a lot of the time has not gone through her tonight, but it hasn't needed to. Weist on the right wing for Jalen Martinson with pink sneakers. Fall away in the lane. Oh, rolled off. Just a little tiny bit too hard on the touch. But Minot State can't hold on to the rebound, and Jamestown will inbound under the offensive bucket to our right with a new 20-second shot clock.
That is such a good drive by Martinson, just confident and got to her spot.
Sarah Lenz for Jamestown, guarded by Agarwala. Here's Martinson in the lane. Drives, good D, and left it short. Laura Dobbins really played her well and then gained the rebound. Left wing for Jessica Mogan for Minot State, who's down 15 midway through the third. Now is a drive in the lane by Skaggs. Up top for Cassidy King. Down the right lane line. Drives, nice move and score.
Yeah, she just splits the defense right down the lane, and that's why they don't need to rush threes, because they can still get to the 10.
50-37 Jamestown. Cordes left elbow in the lane, left the shot short. Cassidy King rebounds for Minot State. Right wing, nearly too far for Mogan. Got blocked in the corner. Kate Cordes did it. And then Sarah Lenz the rebound for Jamestown. So Kate has a block. Jalen Weist handed it for Cordes around a Jalen Martinson screen. Now on the right wing for Weist, middle of the lane. Drives around the screen, drives to the bucket. Left it short from 7. Laura Dobbins the rebound, and Weist reached in, and there, after a long time, is her third foul.
That's part frustration, part it's 5 for 5. She knows she's coming out.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's too. 5:40 into the third quarter. That's the first foul on either team in this quarter. And this has been a fairly physical game, and quite a bit's been let go, too.
Certainly has, yeah.
Cassidy King for Minot State, who's down 50-37 for Jamestown. Up top to Jessica Mogan. Left wing, it's Laura Dobbins with Hagel guarding her. Out front, Jessica Mogan again. Past Busick, now handed to Aguilar. 10 on the shot clock as she moves in the lane and threw it into the bench. Way too tall. Cassidy King is 5'6", not 5'10". A turnover on Minot State.
Initially, the idea was right because Paulson has 3 fouls. You attack Paulson. But once the ball got cut off, there was really no plan B.
11th turnover on Minot State. Jamestown 7. Pass in the lane for Hagel. Bounce it right wing for Sam Paulson in the corner. Skip it left side. It's Kate Busick. Middle of the lane against a double team roll. Ooh, out. All the way around the rim. Rebound tap. It came to Oswald. Maya Aguilar took it away. Nice play. And then some frustration by Oswald to foul her for her third.
That ball just sat on the rim forever. Wow. Oh, goodness.
3:38 in the third. Jamestown 50, Minot State 37. It is Minot State Beaver basketball. These teams meeting in women's hoops for the first time in 7 years. Lorelei McIver on the left wing to Sydney Gustafson, who's just re-entered the game. She didn't get a very long rest. Right wing of Jessica Mogan, 3 is off the left rim. Hagel trying to reach for that rebound. Couldn't quite bring it in, but Kate Busick did. Kate into the front court with a handoff for Sam Paulson with Skaggs guarding her. Now into the lane. Driving is Hagel. Turn around. Hook scores.
6 in the quarter for Hannah. She's up to 10, and she's very close to a double-double with 7 rebounds.
52-37 Jamestown. It is Cassidy King for Minot State. Left wing into the corner, and a travel here as Skaggs tried to fake out Oswald and Hagel, but faked herself out in the long run.
She did fake out Oswald. She just faked herself out as well, as you said.
Got Oswald in the air, and that sort of play normally ends in a foul, but didn't there. Oswald takes the pass, whistle away from the ball. Hagel is called for a little clear off. That's her first.
Yeah, what happens there is Hannah has a smaller defender and Cassidy King on her. Tries to get position by boxing out, and the elbows go wide. And if an official sees an elbow go wide, they're going to call that.
Every time. 52-37 Jamestown over Minot State. Minot State ball with 2:35 in the third. Emma Mogan back in. Left wing for Cassidy King. Now for Gustafson. A left wing angle. 3 is too long. Emma Mogan with another good rebound. This is a tough little player, and then put it in on the bank on the putback. Well, she played like that at Watford City, too, and has for 4 years with Minot State. 52-39 Jamestown with the ball, 2:13 in the third. Busick uses a Hoggle screen to Megan Oswald. To Hannah in the lane. Hoggle drives. The former Cardinal. Bank missed, but fouled by Gustafson.
That is such good awareness by the Jimmies to understand Hoggle has Gustafson on her, and it's a mismatch. Get the ball to the post.
Her second foul, the first team foul in this third quarter on Minot State.
Hannah's having a great third quarter.
She really is. 6 points. She's 6 of 11 at the line this season. Rolled that one in. That's 7 now in this third quarter and 11 for the game for Hannah. The second is good too. 54-39 Jamestown by 15. 2:02 left in the third. They led by as many as 18 early in this quarter. That's the longest lead on the line. Gustafson, right lane line, drives past Oswald. Little off balance and missed. Good D by Oswald. That's why. And another Hannah Hoggle rebound. That's number 8 to Busick. Right wing. Savala back in there with a bounce to Oswald. Back out front to Paulson. Left corner Busick. Open three. It's off the left rim. And the rebound. Good position there by Jamie Skaggs to reach it for Minot State. One player breaks so far. Now swing it into the right wing for a Gustafson three in the corner. Rim the basket. Not a bad shot. Just didn't fall. Busick the rebound. Jamestown. Left wing for Kate Busick. Hoggle on a high post. Right wing to Oswald. Middle of that wing on the angle in front of the bench to Sam Paulson. Hoggle, fade away. Hit a 13-footer right of the lane.
How about Hannah Hoggle with a team-high 14?
And 10 in this quarter. 56-39 Jamestown. It is Mogan, a wild shot because she was defended well. It missed, and Busick rebounds. Out front to Hoggle. Again, if Hannah can have a mid-range game, there's going to be some smiles on that bench. Now she's down low after taking the pass in a double team and drew a foul. And you can just see, Beach, Hannah playing more confidently as this game's going on and this season's going on.
And I think it's because she knows what a big height advantage she has in the post. 14 points, 9 rebounds now for the senior from Carrington.
Yes, it was Hoggle who had that last rebound. So main players get a rest before the end of the quarter. Cordes is back in. Jalen Martinson's in. Jalen Wiest is in too for the Jimmies. 40.2 in the third. New shot clock. It was not a shooting foul. It's into Wiest, handed left wing to Hallie Savala, and she drove to the right lane line and got bumped into by Aguilar. And that is her third and team foul number 3 on Minot State.
So there are 3 players with 3 fouls for Jamestown, or rather, 3 players with 3 fouls, but Minot State also in foul trouble.
Into the lane, a fadeaway, and Cordes' little half hook is good, and again she was defended well, and again she put it in. She has 12, 24 seconds in the third, 58-39 Jamestown. Right wing angle 3 is off the rim by Katie Aberley and rebounded by Cordes. 15-second shot clock's off. Into Wiest in the front court. Dad Sankey says it's play for 1 here. BJ was telling him that too, but they'll listen to that. Out front Cordes with 6 seconds and 5. High ball screen by Hoggle, 3 seconds, 2. Wiest with 1, releases it just in time and left it short. But Jamestown had another flurry at the end of the third, and they have their longest lead of the game. And the Gun Real Sports scoreboard at the end of 3 at Harold Newman Arena. Jamestown 58. Minot State 39 and Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Looking for one of the best.
To the fourth quarter and Harold Newman Arena with B.J. Walters, David Burrell, 58-39 Jamestown. But a lot of those points coming from their top 3 scorers tonight. Hannah Hoggle 14, Kate Busick 13, Kate Cordes with 12.
And Jamestown still shooting 44% from the field. Minot State 31%. They are now 2 of 24 from 3, the Beavers. Jamestown 6 out of 17. They are plus 12 on rebounding. A lot of that coming from Hannah Hoggle,
who is 1 rebound away from a double-double. 9 rebounds to go with her 14 points. Minot State will throw it in to start the fourth quarter. Brought to you by R.M. Stout, the right value since 1941. It's in from Laura Dobbins to Emma Mogan. Handed off to Sydney Gustafson. Katie Oberle's also on the floor, along with Maya Aguilar for Minot State. Will set the Jimmie 5 when they have the basketball. Minot State slowing it down. Right wing Gustafson on the angle, trying to drive. Oh, good move there. And all the way down low and missing and fouled. And that is Emily Kurkowski, the former Williston State player, and another Australian who's in and who committed her first foul.
And so they cleared out a side of the floor so that Gustafson could go to work on the right side, and she spun back into the middle. And naturally, when a player spins, you're more likely to reach in, and that's what happened.
Gustafson 4-4 the line after hitting that one. That's her 13th point. She leads Minot State. They're both good. 58-41 Jamestown, 9:39 to go. Emily, the junior from Melbourne, Australia. A couple of good years at Williston State.
Oh, my goodness.
Here is Cordes on the baseline with a jumper, but it rolled off. And how open was she? That's what BJ was exclaiming about. There's nobody near her, but Dobbins had the rebound for Minot State. To Gustafson. Turns around in the circle. Weiss nearly took it away. Lostrom on her now. A hand to Dobbins. Left corner for Aguilar. 15 on the shot clock. Minot State down big, but just trying to run their offense a little more deftly here and with a little more patience. Bounce to Aguilar on the right baseline with 5 on the timer. Left wing, it is Emma Mogan, a 3 with 3 on the shot clock off the left rim and short. They still missed at the end of all that. Kate Cordes the rebound for Jamestown. Kate into the front court. It's a straightaway 3 that's good.
Lofstrom buried it. My goodness, what a nice shot she's got.
Her first field goal of the night, her 4th point, and that's her 6th 3 of the season. And it's Jamestown by 20. That's now their longest lead. 61-41 over Minot State, whose Dobbins answers with a 3-pointer, her second of the half. 61-44, Jamestown with 8:23 left in the fourth in the Gunner Real Sports scoreboard.
Good drive.
It is by Kurkowski, but it fell off in the lane. Rebound, Sydney Gustafson for Minot State. One player, Drake, to the baseline. Now a right wing 3 by Oberle is off the rib. Cordes with a rebound. 2 for how many now? 20.
2 for 26.
Oh, dear. Weiss with a 3 for Jamestown left side. Jane hit it. The freshman from Minot has her first 3 of the game and is up to 5. And her 5th of the year. Jamestown by 20 again. 64-44, 7:44 to go. And Gustafson with a right wing 3 to answer for Minot State. Ryan Clark wants a 30-second Hillerud Construction timeout. We'll take it to 7:40 remains at Harold Newman Arena. It is Jamestown 64, Minot State 47 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Some of us were born to farm. Some diesels, like Cenex Premium Diesel, were born to fuel. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn to reduce particulate matter and keep filters cleaner for longer. Fuel your equipment like a pro with Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster and leave typical number 2 diesel to the amateurs. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Jimmie basketball, Jamestown 107.1, also brought to you by Jamestown Regional Medical Center. Faces in the crowd, see him over there. There's Anthony Walters. There's Will Cordes. There's Mr. Woodford. They'll be on our air tomorrow night. We'll be with you from Minot 7 o'clock when the Jimmies play the Minot State Beavers in men's action here in Jamestown 107.1. Left wing 3. This one's good for Emily Kurkowski. And all the Jimmy's field goals in the fourth quarter have been from the land of 3. 67-47 Jamestown. For Minot State, it's Lorelei McIver. 10 feet, left side of the lane, missed. Kurkowski tipped the rebound to Weiss. And Jamestown's in the front court with 7:05 to go. Kurkowski running the offense. Handed off to Jessica Lostrom. Now the right side for Weiss, the former Mandan Brave. Middle of the right wing for Jalen Martinson, but a good steal by Emma Mogan. And down floor, all alone, is McIver for a lay-in. I like the way Emma Mogan plays.
Absolutely. Very tough defender, and she seems to be rewarded because she's always in the right spot.
67-49 for Jamestown, 6:35 to go. But it's been besides her and Gustus, has been a tough night for this Beaver team otherwise. Weiss, the left wing three. Good again! The freshman hits a couple in the fourth quarter, and she now has 8.
Jamestown is 10 of 21 from 3. That percentage will flood.
Yes, sir. Mogan with a 70-49 lead for Jamestown for Minot State. Here's Dobbins missing an 18-footer. And Allie Crockett's in the game and grabbed that rebound. Down low, a lay-in by Lostrom with a good pass. 6 for Lostrom, a good feed by Crockett. Down on the other end, Jessica Mogan with a drive and a layup for Minot State.
Yeah, we see some of the other players getting in the game now for the Jimmies.
72-51. We might see everybody. Reagan Johnson's going to come in. Savila's going to come back into the next dead ball, too. And to get them in, Dan Sankey will take a Hillary Construction timeout, and we'll keep it here on this one with 5:42 to play. 72-51, Jamestown leading Minot State. Now, Hallie Crockett.
Yep.
Good pass there. You saw her have one of the greatest games you've probably ever seen scoring-wise in high school. Huh?
Oh, certainly. So it was a tournament, well, not a tournament, but an invitational game on a Saturday. Josie Jensen scored a basket for Northern Cass to start the game. She scored the next 27 points of the first quarter.
Wow.
Finished the game with a school record 54 in a win over Maple River. She 2,000 points scored in high school, all-state player. And the crazy part about that game is that was the coming out party for one of the Maple River girls who were a 7th grader at the time.
Yeah.
She had 27 points, and nobody was talking about it.
Great career for Hallie Crockett at Northern Cass. Yeah, you emphasize what BJ just said, a 2,000-point scorer. Julia Toms, who had a 3-hitter, is back in the game, too. Lenz now on the right side. Hallie Savila getting a chance, but hit this one off the side of the glass. But that's because she was fouled by Cassidy King of Minot State. Her third.
And this is valuable time for some of these other players. You're going to need them at some point. You do not know when, but I promise you, you're going to need them at some point.
Hallie missed the first. You know where Mountain Iron is, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yep.
South Dakota, Mountain Iron Buell. Yep.
Mountain Iron, Minnesota is not. It's between Virginia and Duluth, basically. She split the 2 free throws, 73-51
right, Minnesota.
for
What was I
Jamestown.
thinking? Yeah.
See, you know that area.
Yep.
He used to be in Bemidji. My pal did. Dobbins with a drive inside. She drew a foul. And this one is going to be on Julia Toms, and that's her first. 2 team fouls on the Jimmie. Still 5:16 left. Again, they don't play. Here's a jumper from the left baseline that's missing here by Dobbins, a rebound by Lenz. They don't play for 11 more days in a game, but the main players will get plenty more rest in this fourth quarter. Reagan Johnson's also come in, and the ball's taken away, stolen by Dobbins. Johnson, the 5'8 junior from Volga, South Dakota, for a very good Sioux Valley program. That's where she played in high school, and a little elbow is stuck out by Julia Toms for another foul on her with 4:56 to go.
I think you have to come out of this game being very impressed by what you've seen from UJ tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the three-point shooting, so efficient with it.
Well, it's so much a part, as we've said, of today's game. Here's a good pass inside, and Laura Dobbins scored. Great assist by Skeggs, and Dobbins is having herself a pretty good night now with 13 and 8.5. 73-53. Here's a Kurkowski 3 for Jamestown, who's up by 20. It missed, and Minot State lets it go out of bounds. Toms can't reach it in time, but it is 10 of 21 on threes.
48%. That'll win you a lot of games.
I should say so, and 47% overall shooting. So it has been a very good night for this team, who probably in 420 will be 4-1. Here's a drive in the lane by Wacha, but she was fouled.
Yeah, just a little too low with the follow through for the defender, and so 2 free throws upcoming.
Allie Savila with that one, the first.
And for Minot State, I mean, they were picked second bottom in the NSIC. I think, having a player like Gustafson, she'll win you a couple of NSIC games.
Absolutely. First free throw rolls in for Watcha.
That is a league, David, and we'll learn this next year. That is a league where it's all about you can have the fanciest play you want. You have to be able to get your own shot.
Mm-hmm. Second one's no good, but an offensive board for Minot State by Skaggs, and
the clock did not restart.
Oh, that's a bit of a problem.
Yep.
They'll adjust it. Into the game, by the way, for Minot State is Natalie Holte, 5'6" redshirt junior from, what do you know, Shakopee, Minnesota. Another player from Shakopee, a Black Hills State University transfer.
That is a very good program in Shakopee.
Yes, it is. Well, it's where the Cordises are from, as you know. Here is a three by Skaggs that skims off the glass. Julia Toms, the Jamestown rebound, 4 minutes left. All Jimmie, 73-54 over Minot State. Jimmie Men at Minot State tomorrow night. We'll join you at 7 tomorrow evening here on Jamestown 107.1. Reagan Johnson, skipping left wing. Sarah Lenz, three, bottom. Sarah hit 7 in one game a couple of years ago. The Jimmies hit their 11th of the game. 76-54 is the UJ lead with 3:35 left over Minot State. Pass in the left wing corner for Watcha, and turning around and nearly traveling is King. In fact, I think she did. They didn't call it. 22-point game. Here's a jumper good by Skaggs. It's a three.
Certainly looked like she did, but that's all right.
I think in a closer game, the whistle blows. 76-57, Jamestown, 3:15 left. Yeah, Beavers want to get in the road. The officials do too before the snow gets any harder.
Can't blame them.
Uh-huh. Not going to be too bad around here. Oh, we're saying 3 to 5 inches maybe now up north, especially around Minot. They're going to get it north of there. Lenz with a jumper in the miss. Good rebound by Reagan Johnson for the Jimmies to keep it with UJ. 2:50 to go. Pass down low from Lenz to Toms, but Julia dribbled off her leg and out of bounds. Tari Height is into the game for Minot State. This is a 5'5" sophomore from Minot and from Minot High. And Grace Kent, another Australian, 6'2" freshman from Canberra. And Savannah Hedden's coming to the game for the Jimmies. The 5'8" freshman from Stewartville, Minnesota, has just played in one game. That was the end of that Bethel game, and scored 9 points in the fourth quarter in that game. Pass deflected, came out to Skaggs. 2:35 to go, whistle, and a foul away from the ball on Jamestown on Reagan Johnson.
Yeah, Reagan tries to reach in and get a quick steal and gets called for it. We got Hallie Crockett back in the game.
For Hallie Sabla. So everybody who is suited up is played. Jessica Overlander's on the end of the bench, but not dressed. In uniform anyway. She's got her warm-ups on. She is dressed, don't worry. First free throw good for Skaggs. Boy, that was nearly a... that was nearly one that would have been on YouTube for years, wasn't it? Second
for the
free
wrong
throw,
reason.
For the very wrong reason. Second one missed. Oh, good night, folks. Rebound by Hedden for Jamestown to Emily Kurkowski. Out front to Hedden. So everybody in uniforms played for the Jimmies, and Crockett a little too tough on the angle and out of bounds. And Thad Sankey loves to do this in games like this, wants to get everybody on the floor and in action. 2:13 left. Minot State will be 1-4. Skaggs, good bounce pass inside, but thrown over the rim by Kent, but Grace got fouled.
I think it's Reagan again. Nope, not this one. Never mind.
Hallie Crockett.
Yep.
Her first. Also, it's beyond 5 team fouls, actually. They're over the limit. So 2 free throws for Grace Kent for her third point as a collegian. She's good.
In games like this, when I would commit a foul back in my career,
yes,
my coach would kind of look at me, and we'd be losing. And I'd look at him and go, I want it in the box score.
They're both good for Kent. So that's how you got in there?
That's how I got in. That's right.
Times were tough in Groesbeck. 76-60 Jamestown, 1:53 left. Drive all the way to the rim. Nice move by Julia Toms.
Nice drive by Julia. Real nice job.
5. Remember, she had a 3 earlier. 78-60 Jamestown, 1:43 left. So a good night all around for the Jimmies, and everybody gets to play. Steal by Reagan Johnson as Natalie Holte lost it for Minot State. Johnson all the way on the drive, missed. Rebounded by Tori Height, the former Minot Majel for Minot State. Left wing on the angle to Skaggs. She's fouled. Now they're calling everything. Minute 23 left.
And by the way, who am I kidding? Rosbeck was never only down by 20 points when I got in the game. It was more like 80 to 30.
Oh,
so who am I kidding?
Second foul on Reagan Johnson. Skaggs' first free throw.
David, it will shock you to know we were not very good.
I get that impression. It's 5 points in the fourth quarter after Skaggs hit the first free throw. They're both good. 78-62 Jamestown, 1:20 to go. As BJ said, this Minot team picked 14th out of 15 in the NSIC in a really, really difficult league. Toms made a drive and was fouled by Grace Kent.
Yeah, the top of that league is really good. Now, for those who are scared about Jamestown going into the NSIC, believe me when I tell you, the bottom of the league, well, I mean, it's really not good.
What happened to Bemidji?
Yeah.
They were picked last.
They were,
When
yep.
in your day there, they weren't bad. 8 on the shot clock as it is Hedden driving in the lane. She missed, but a nice tip by Johnson to Kurkowski with a one-hand floater that's good from 12. And Emily now has 5.
Season high in points. I think this is the first time they've gotten to 80.
It is, and it's 80-62 Jamestown with 46 seconds left. Dropped by Holte, picked up by Jamestown. Hedden, 2-on-1 with Johnson. Threw it over the rim. Hedden, the rebound, got fouled. Nice job as staying with it right there was Savannah Hedden, and she had free throws as her reward. First foul on Height.
Made a real nice pass to Reagan Johnson on the 2-on-1 fast break as well.
And there is Savannah Hedden's 10th point of the year on her first free throw. She has another, this one short. Rebounds loose and came to Minot State and to Cassidy King, who's back in there with 32 seconds left. Drive left-handed layup. That didn't fall for Skaggs. Follow, half hook. Nice shot, good by Grace Kent, and she has 4. 81-64 Jamestown. The RM Stout post-game report is coming up. Jimmie don't have to shoot again. Shot clock is on. But they'll run their offense with these players on the floor, you would think. Unless they've been told to just freeze it here for 10 more seconds. It's Crockett who brings it up top. Yeah, they have been told that. Hedden with the ball in her hands, 4 seconds and 3, and a convincing win for the University of Jamestown. Put it in the record book, baby, and ring the victory bell. This good start to the Jimmie season is now at 4-1. Final score on the Gun Real Sports scoreboard at Harold Newman Arena. The Jamestown Jimmies 81, the Minot State Beavers 64. 4-1 now for Jamestown, and Minot State is 1-4. And next, it is the RM Stout postgame show on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Jimmies.
Whether you're a weekend warrior or a top high school athlete, injuries can happen to anyone. At Jamestown Regional Medical Center, getting you back to what you love is why we're here. As the official sports medicine provider for Blue Jay Athletics, our local orthopedic experts ensure exceptional care is part of your community. From sprains to complex surgeries, you don't have to go far to get the best care. Call 952-4878 and schedule your appointment today. Remember, it's right here at JRMC. Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at dakotacentral.com.
The RM Stout postgame report as the victory bell does ring here at Harold Newman Arena. Jamestown over Minot State 81-64. RM Stout is your Ford, Dodge, and Jeep dealer in Jamestown. And head coach Thad Sankey is with us. This is the type of game I know you like. You got to play everybody you had in uniform, and you saw a whole lot of good tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our starting lineup did a great job of setting the tone, first half, second half, and that's part of their job. Like that's not an easy thing to do. Both teams are ready to play, right? And then you got to go out and just set the intensity level at where we want it to be. And Hannah Hoggle and Megan Oswald are just fantastic at that, and it's a lot of fun to watch them work because they're just kind of giving body blows, and we're just punch here, punch here, punch here, and sooner or later things wear down. And it's just really a testament to a couple experienced players of how special that is.
Something she's certainly done before, but Kate Busick, what shots she was getting, and a lot of opportunities for herself in that first half.
I could start talking about Kate Busick and never stop, and that's okay. Maybe we'll take 20 minutes on this post-game show, but she's an incredible player and such a smart decision maker, and just the way that she creates for everybody else. We need her to step up and shoot the ball like she did, and she gets her feet set, and man, she can really shoot it.
19 assists on 30 field goals. You shoot about just under 50% from three. Offensively, that was a pretty good performance.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I agree. How about that? I agree. We created the shots we wanted. We had to work for them at times. We didn't get a great shot on every possession, but in the second half, our ability to throw the ball into Hannah Hoggle made a difference, right? It settled us down. Once we did that, then we got the kickouts we wanted. We got the extra passes we wanted, and her willingness, even at the end of long stretches, to just stay committed and get great post touches was really important for us.
And your perimeter defense, they end up 5 of 31 from 3, but they were 0 for their first 14 and 2 for their first 25. You guys defended the perimeter really well tonight.
Yeah, we did, and we knew that's what it was going to take. We knew that was a commitment we needed to make tonight, and the three-point line is important. I thought we could have been a little bit better on their drivers, but at the same time, we're stepping up ready to guard the ball. So how about we just foul a little bit less next time, and we'll be a little happier.
I want to get back to Megan because she ended up leading you in rebounding with you had a 15 rebound advantage. But just another example, and this we kept talking last year about Megan was one of these players that the light really came on for as last year continued. And she had a couple of rebounding games last year like the one she had tonight, but there's something else she can do for you.
Yeah, absolutely. She fantastic defender. Last year was the year that as a defender she was able to get into our switching schemes, and that was what kind of earned her time. But this year she has that plus. She's a better defender this year.
Yeah.
And then what she's doing in terms of pursuing rebounds is special. It's hard to offensive rebound. I mean, like an elite offensive rebounder is grabbing like 3 a game. Mm-hmm. 4 games, so you're going to get one every 7 minutes that you play, but you got to go after every single one. We talk about this with our team, right? You're going to grab one every 7 minutes that you play, but every time the shot goes up, you have to go for it. And how many times do you get hit and denied, and the ball bounces the wrong way, and you still have to stay hungry for it? And Megan's the epitome of that.
All right, so it's 11 days till you play again. You've got Thanksgiving in between now and then, I'll bring up one thing. It's a fine line, as every coach knows, to defend without fouling. And the fouls didn't hurt you tonight, but there are games in the league where fouls can hurt you, so I know that's something you want to emphasize, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's just play better defense, period. Listen, basketball coach, we could hold the team to 40 points and say, hey, let's play better defense. Mm-hmm. That's just the standard of our program. Our older players do a great job of setting that standard in practice every day. We do have a long time before we play. We got 10 days before we play the next game. Yeah. And our goal is that we're sharp, that we're ready, that we're rested. This little mini season that we just did in November until the 30th, it was taxing. It was a challenge to lock in, and we had a little bit of time. But for us, we're going to keep sharpening the sword, right? We're going to get in practice tomorrow and go at it in a 3-on-3 tournament. Like, we're just going to play this thing for an hour and see who our 3-on-3 champs are tomorrow. It's going to be a blast. And then we'll give ourselves a little bit of time. Yeah, listen, we've been going since the last week of August.
Yeah.
So we're going to eat a little bit of turkey. We're going to see some family. We're going to do that. I like cranberry sauce. It's a plus. And then we're going to come back. But listen, when our team does that, though, like, we come back ready to roll and refreshed and excited. And that's what December is, right? Starting that Midland game, we got to be excited and fresh and ready rip through those next 5-6 games.
Well, if we don't see you again, happy Thanksgiving,
Thank you. Yeah,
and
you too.
good luck against Midland in that first part of December.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thad. Thad Sankey, the Jimmie's head coach, as his team was most convincing in their victory tonight, 81-64 over Minot State here at Harold Newman Arena. This is the RM Stout postgame show. We will look at all these